Right then, we are back for the Divide and Conquer play-along series that we are doing. We're on to episode 2. Out to everybody check the first episode. I'm recording them back-to-back because I kind of want to... I'm very interested in how this campaign's going to go, because obviously we've now got a situation where Theoden is dead. Theodred is dead. Both of our royal line are out the game. We're left with these 4 leaders plus... what's his name? Elfheim, who is also on the way up, but we have very little reinforcement activity available. We've got a couple of things being built, but the income isn't really there yet. We kind of lost our army before our income was kind of set, so we're working off very small measures. Not ideal, so we're going to have to pull out a couple of very dramatic victories realistically. So we're going to end the turn. This is where we finished up last time, and we'll see what Isengard do. I've got a funny feeling they won't attack again, purely because their numbers have been reduced so significantly. What is their thing? That's why it is. That's why they're so good. Just realised that. They're mad picture. Their main units. So they've got 2 units of Urukai bodyguards. Has he got bodyguards or has he got pikemen? Oh, he's got berserkers. Right. Okay. I see. Right, this makes a lot more sense. I was wondering how they had so much. So they've got 4 units of pikes, 1 unit of those, and 1 unit of those. So I think if they were to attack, the plan would be that we basically siphon out the cavalry behind them. We haven't got much. And then we essentially get these guys in ASAP. And from that, we can then mount a decent defense against their pikes. That's the plan, I think. And if they don't attack, then this lot will arrive and we'll be able to take them easily, but we'll see. Thanks to everyone who watched the first episode as well. Make sure you are subscribing and liking the page. This is obviously a new venture we're doing during this time. Oh no, the plans have all been thrown completely out of whack. It's over. Oh no. Oh no. Ah! I thought that was it. But they now have that emergency force waiting there. Ooh, this is going to get sticky. This essentially is it. Like, if we lose this province that's currently under siege, the campaign is over before it's even started. So, let's try and be clever with this. Can we get them to there? Yes, we can. If we can break the siege at least, that's a start. Into there. Move from there. We can at least... What have they got in this secondary force? This is another whirlwind of a fight. If we were to break the siege... As you command. Doing it again. You see, normally when I play Rohan, it's a lot smoother. Like, I've got the plan for Isengard. I thought, honestly, doing these videos would be able to kind of come out with a bit of mastery and go do. But by the looks of things, this is going to be a lot harder to kind of nip them in the bud, which is what you have to do with Isengard. You have to stop them early for it to be truly effective. So this is our current force. Let's get the cavalry. I mean, Eomer's back up to a fair amount. The cavalry force is slowly but surely dwindling, so I'm going to put you over here for the time being, just so I can see what's going on. You along there. Again, I don't know if they'll attack or not. I don't know if they will actually come out and siege us. Um, 38, you can go behind Erkenbrand. You can go there. So that's the main bulk of the infantry there. Sorry, there. And that's the cavalry. So let's see. Oh, that's good. That means they can come in from behind. I mean, what are we gonna? How are we gonna do this? You need to run up straight away. You lot need to get behind this wall. I mean, the sort of plan I'm going with here is basically get them... damage them as much as possible until they attack us and then inevitably lose, because we're going to struggle to take out those pikes regardless. Our infantry level just isn't there yet. Yeah, it's going to be difficult. Very difficult indeed. If I can isolate those berserkers though, might be a shout. Actually, we can nip these guys out.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
That's Uglug, isn't it? If we can take out Ugluk, that will make a big... Why are you running up there? Honestly, the kings just want to die. Straight into Spearguard, honestly. If you can crunch... Come on! Come on! Ugluk out the way. That's a big, big L for them. If we crunch the Vanguard. There we go. They're going to lose a lot there. Now, all cavalry out. Out the way. Run, run away. Stop trying to fight pikemen! So everyone, cool. Right, so a successful start. They've got units here that we can pick out and like pip off. Pippa. What are they? They raiders or archers? They're not going to be that much. They're not going to be too difficult to kind of take out. So I think if we kind of try to focus in on their lesser abled units, i.e. the Spear Guard. I mean, are they raiders? I think they've got to be raiders, haven't they? They're not pikes. Are they raiders? I think they're raiders. They're either raiders or legio. Get them on the flat. That'll be good. So yeah, I don't really know what the... I mean, we could risk bringing our archer battalions out and trying to like stamp out one of the pike units. Otherwise, we're going to be here all day. I don't want to drag this out, like this sort of fight scenario out longer than it needs to be. But what we're going to have to be clever here. My hair's looking weird. We are going to have to be clever here, and kind of use Isengard's like kind of approach against them, because they don't seem to be very keen on sieging when we sally out. And at the minute, we have more men. Got a clear advantage numerically. And I think this kind of group here will be the thing that makes a major difference. If we can take out this group of raiders as well. Thing is, bodyguards we can handle. Bodyguards we can handle. This is going to be quite... See, they're not going down. Not lost a single... 2 volleys and not lost a single unit. The armour on those is insane. Right, before we miss the opportunity. Crunch. How much we can do? Oh, brilliant. Oh, they've broken. No one that near. We should be able to get that unit out the game. Done. Straight up one charge. Bang. That's what I'm talking about. They're not losing a single man. That's unbelievable. Flat shots into the front of them. They are not losing a single unit. What on earth have we got ourselves into? Obviously. They're like, they're literally like watching kids with... It's madness. You can't leave them alone for a sec. What are you doing? That taking out that raider unit was a very good idea, because if it comes down to like stats or whatever at the end of the game, puts us in a much better position in regards to, well, winning it. And I think this may come down to stats, because I don't think we can beat those pikemen, that many pikemen head on, because our infantry, I just don't think it's there yet. Our infantry's just got into the city as well, so if they do decide to do a big U-turn, this should be set up pretty nicely. They're coming in from arrows from the side. I shall lay you up there, and then you should be able to get a few cleaner shots away. If we can take these out, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. The thing is as well, once their main units start running, Uruks will tend to start like wavering regardless, so we can kind of pinch them, like pincer maneuver them, sorry, not pinch them. If we pincer maneuver them, right, that's not worth the extended combat. If they're facing backwards, we should be able to get a few. Oh, this might be a shout. Golden op. They're just not going down, are they? Defeat seems almost certain. Oh god. Run away. You know what? Let's give it a go. Let's just see what they're like to charge into from behind. Don't turn around, please. Bit of an experiment. Right, a lot of them have gone there, so get out straight away, run away, quickly, quickly, get out. No, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. All of you, line up over there. Run! So they can, the Dunlending ones can be kind of knocked out on a sort of sideways assault. Let's see if these ones can. Obviously, none of them went for the person I wanted them to. You can't do pikemen one-on-one. This isn't the fucking Battle of Helm's Deep. Crunch few. So we can hit them from the side, and it makes a big chunk. They just can't be head on. Oh, this is going to drag on forever. What? The thing is, they can train 2 new units and we're back to square one. I'm treating it almost as though that's it. When they're done, they're done. But they could just keep training more units. This is a stress. I'm sorry we had to bear this burden, my boy. In the words of Bilbo. Look, where are they coming from? They're very sneaky with how they organise it, because I now can't get to... Although... Okay, we're going to give those raiders a... Is this going to take any of them out? I mean, that unit there has been the one we focused on. You've had about 7-8 units have a go at them, and they are yet to really take... They've lost about half their men. The majority of these volleys have gone in. No kills. None. Probably because their armor stats ridiculous. I don't know if I severely doubt that either of my archer units are armor piercing. This is the thing. Most of these will replenish. Go on, big charge. Woo! Look at that. Bang, bang, bang. Quarter of the unit down. That should drop to about 115 overall. They're shaken. They're still going through. They're getting... That's a ridiculously good charge. That hill's like a perfect kind of length. Right, now get out before we get crunched. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. What's that done? Yeah, that's another 6% of their total just gone there and then. The archers. Maybe we should be focusing the archers on the archers. Are their archers armoured? It's light armour, isn't it? Some boys surrender, retreat. Missing going out, man. Hardly left it. I think I went outside to do some stuff with a freezer unit we've got at home that needed to be like, defrosting a freezer, like adult stuff like that. That's just insanely boring. And stuff you put off and put off and put off. I had to do that today. Apart from that, I've hardly seen sunlight in the last week. Got a really nice sleep. Wow. See, if they were bringing the raider units against us, they'd already be out the game. Like, there's no question about it. And that Urukai bodyguard unit there as well. And out, 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 out. Get out, get out, get out. It's not worth it. Now, this could be very useful happening. Oh well, scouts will be scouts. If we can here steer it around and take out these archers from behind, that should drop them down to about 60-70%, which should mean the win, which means the siege stops, which means my troops can recuperate properly, and we can go back on the offensive with this block here. We need more cavalry, really. That's what we always need. Go through the back of them. That should be them out the game. It is cheesing it a bit, I suppose, but it's playing the game. You can only play what's in front of you. As they say, the team that scores the most goals wins the game. Now, I told this lot to stop firing. Stop shooting your own men. Focus on those. What's really annoying me is how good the archers are at actual combat. They don't... Who's died? Uh-oh. Oh no. This isn't good. This is not good. Erkenbrand's still out here just slapping him out. I mean, we've only lost 4% of our men, but we've pretty much done this entire fight with a unit of about 60 and some archers, so this is very kind of unit management at this point. Right, there. Stop fire on them. Let the cavalry handle these. Yeah, that's them out the game. Good. Be careful. No, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it, guys. Please stop. But what might... Let's see. How are the arrows doing with the Dunlendings? I mean, the arrows get through those. The arrows do... I mean, if we... This could be the first pike route. Possibly. So they're gonna... I don't want extended combat, but I want them to shake. Oh, get out. Straight away. Out, 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 out. That's Eomer. Get out.
Victory will be ours.
Was that Eomer? It's the thing, dueling with these pike units, it's so risky. What have they still got? Now we know the Helmingers can take pikes quite easily. Have we got any ammo left? Do we start engaging in combat? That's the question here. Or do we let this one play out? Frankly, huge defeat they've been dealt. They've not really been able to... They've not got near the base. I think that's one of the... Nah, this is it. We're going after them. They've left them... They've left both units pretty open. If we can take their general... No, no, no! What are you doing? Oh, God. Stupidity doth reign. Why have you run in there? Like, what cause do you have to do that? Those, them there, those people, these ones. Gorebag's gone, yes! Right, all of you lot now. I think at this point we're going to have to start playing it. No! This isn't good. This isn't good. Come on. I've forgotten what it is that's good against pikemen. I don't know if it's shock troopers, because I don't think we really have any shock troopers. At this point, all of you run away. If you can all get out, please. Right, unit of Helmingers. Pretty much all out. Good. For the fight, probably worth it. Being honest, probably worth it. And I think that is all the fighting we can really... Why have you left the door open? This is very difficult to kind of judge. Because they're all going to get inside. In you come. In you come. In you come. And we can maybe kind of finish this one off and count our losses, because they've lost 67% of their troops. Again, all of those backup troops are pretty much out the game. It's just a couple of raiders and some spear guard they've got left. And they've lost a lot of their pikes this time around as well, so it might be an idea to wait it out. Do we risk it with our strengthy battalions here? Do we? Because if we do this and lose, I mean, we haven't got any more troops coming, have we, really? This is gonna... It's happening. We're gonna sit here, high speed, and watch our terrible decision come into fruition.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Pretty much just a waiting game at this point. On time 6, it's just straight up combat. If we can take out 2 of these pike units now, I don't think they're going to have time to get people around. That was a dumb thing to say. It's pretty much just infantry versus infantry at this point. But I think those 2 units are going to be taken. If they're throwing everything at me here, this could have been such a mistake. But we've done our kind of groundwork and homework. We've knocked out most of their main bulk of forces, and they're almost letting themselves be surrounded here. They're almost attacking too far. How much are they dying? Oh god, we've lost 14%. They've lost 8 since this engagement started. Erkenbrand and a force of Helmingers get out there. Bring some... Oh, I do not like this one bit. If they run away, that's good. Let's get the cavalry out the back. I mean, this was going to have to happen at some point. We were going to have a big kind of essentially a big kind of slug out, which they have carved through my forces there. But I think they've headed in too far. I think now that's not good. Radthak's gone. I always get nervous when I see those, even if I'm winning. So they've kind of got to there. Erkenbrand in behind. That's that unit breaking. Focusing on those. There's my cavalry people. The cavalry folk. Right, yeah, good decision. I think we've lost a big... Wow. 30% we've lost in this encounter alone, but it needed to happen. And I think that there is what will spell final victory over there. We go! Difficult. But necessary and done. End the battle. They've got 47 left. All of their generals done. Still got a standing force of 692. Could be a lot worse. So yeah, that was that big fight. I am gonna skip the smaller fights, but those big ones that we really need to win, I'm gonna fight them out. I don't normally fight many fights on Third Age Total War. I don't really like that element of it. I prefer the moving around on the campaign map. But there we go. That's the third big. Well, we've done 4 big fights so far. We did the big one just inside of just the other side of the Eisen, and then we've done 3 now. I think at the is it Foldberg we're defending right now? I can't actually remember. But yeah, we've done 2 big fights in this location, and then 1 outside Gineard. It's Foldberg, there we go. No way on earth am I giving you any spare troops. That's both of their forces kind of taken out. We lost a general. They lost most of their military command. I don't know where Lurtz is. I haven't seen him floating around yet, but that is a huge victory for us. Now, what we need to work out here is, what do we do next? Get retraining. We made a big stack of money off that one as well. So this is the thing, we haven't really got much military infrastructure, so we're going to be rolling with pretty much trash unless it comes from Edoras, and even then a lot of it's trash. Do we... I mean, we can't even upgrade anything there. Do we... What have we got money-wise? That's building the stable. So that will actually upgrade us quite significantly, to be fair. That will give us the op for nearby cavalry. I think for now that actually might be the better option, even though that's a little bit cheaper. It's the cavalry we need. It's the cavalry that makes the difference. So we're going to have to go a bit militaristic on the front line. What else can we get? The town guard. That makes having those 2 kind of base units makes a big difference, but having the cavalry makes a big difference as well. That can wait a little bit longer. I think we're okay for the time being, but we can't let up now. I think we need to literally plow through as far as we can go. So what can we move out? So they can go to that. They can go to there. And that's their main foot. Why can't we suddenly see anymore? That's annoying. But I think if we take Gineard next turn, that'll make... It's a big chunk. Well, I don't even know how much of their economic scenario it affects. Tell you what, why are you not being used? You know what? I'm dreadful with the side characters, but you are now going off. Which way would I like to get more trade? I normally train 2 or 3 of these, so let's see if we can get a trade righted up with I can't even speak. Those last 2 fights have really thrown it out of me, to be honest with you. We've managed to emerge with Eomer still. We've lost all of the kind of like main featured characters. We're down to just kind of like base generals now. That's interesting. I mean, we can't take Isengard. The thing is, Isengard's going to be pumping out 2, 3, 4 units a turn, so we do have to be careful, not be complacent. Like, we're going to have a... I think we wait for all of those to be completed. We move these guys up to the front. We move these guys into Foldberg. We then move these 3 units here. What have they got? Yeah. Anytime they don't have pikes, I think we just need to rattle them straight away. If we can take Ginyard here. They've got that there, they've got that there. So I think actually if we go for this guy, take them all out. These are starting to replenish. Let's see what else we can get done. Spy, off you go. Yeah. Oh, they've got a Dunlending General. Interesting. So if you head out to Eredwythe and Dunland, you move out, because that's still saying there they haven't got anything further that way. So I think as long as we hold them here, we should be able to contain them. Now we've got a little bit of money coming in. We can only really make trash, so I'm going to have to turn you off a little bit. I'm sorry. Everywhere should have that market in by now. That's a big plus. If we can get those, that affects our stuff very significantly. So we've sort of turned this corner here. We had to sacrifice a lot of good units to do it, but I think realistically we're going to have to turn Edoras into a bit of a unit machine. And then, yeah, cool, right. Cycling through the turns now. Have I got anything there? No. But if we can get those 4 units there out and ready to rumble and fight this fight now. Let's go. Lots of fights to begin with. As this campaign gets more and more stretched, we're going to see probably less big scale fights. They tend to happen a lot more early on, I find. Whew. So yeah, this episode will be going out the day after recording, most likely. I need to work out how to edit the start and finish of them, but why did I click wait there? Right, start deployment. So we've got replenished cavalry, some scouts and some of those. We've got, that's our archers. This is our front line infantry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're all cavalry, and then you're there, and then you can tie in with those. You can go there. So I think with this one, if you just get all you lot hidden behind, where have you all gone? There. Drag you along. Don't think it needs to be as tight in this one. This is the thing. When you're relying on a formation with Rohan, it doesn't tend to work. Let's see, what can we take from this to begin with? Get a bit closer, see what they've got. They've got the raiders, they've got those pikemen. They do have a unit of pikemen. Let's take these half-orc Vanguard out first. They're shocked, so they should... That was a silly thing to do.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
This is the thing, the quicker we take out their main kind of force and this lot will approach. Get these horsemen out of the game. I think Erkenbrand and the archery battalion will hold its own against these pikemen. Ideally we can chop these down, they're nearly halfway out. That's good. That's good, that's good. Perhaps manoeuvre you up here. That's them nearly out of the game. They're going to be a nuisance. The Dunlending cavalry are a nuisance as well because they're quick. So this missile unit, come at them from the side. Smash. Just think, if we're taking out like a big sort of 30 chunk every charge, that makes such a difference. And we've it was Beastmasters that took out Theodred, and no, Theoden was killed by normal cavalry, wasn't he? So right now you pull back. Don't need to get surrounded. You pull back to behind.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
That's what I'm talking about. Eomer seems to. That wasn't Eomer, was it? That's not good. Right, so most of these units now we can take on one-on-one. So they've got pikemen. I always miss the pikemen. You get out of combat, please. These are all deciding to walk, so that's fun. It's a bit of fun. Crunch. Yeah, raiders really can't deal with cavalry very well, so whenever they bring one of those, I'm excited to see raiders. It's like, ooh, can run through them.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
There you go. This is more like it. We're able to kind of use the cavalry. The cavalry are almost like the ball-playing midfielders, because they kind of run around. Everyone else kind of plays their jobs, and these are like the playmakers. They'll kind of like go in and survive. That's a very weird analogy, so I'm going to stop that there. I'll end up in La La Land. That was a bit of a pathetic charge. They've kind of dealt their own doom there. Right, this is going a lot smoother than I expected. Yeah. That should be enough to make them break. That was a dreadful charge. There we go. They're broken. Don't fight to the death, please. Don't fight to the death. Let them out. Let them out. Just route. And I'll send Gawain after you. These two can move up here. So 3 units of pikemen. Still, it's the pikemen, man. But when you have like a better sort of unit situation, like my infantry haven't even come into this game yet. So the more infantry I can save, the more we can hold them up. Now you go into the back. They're a dead unit anyway. They're gone. Go through the back of the Vanguard. That's it. Route them. Route them. Route them. Routing. Good stuff, guys. Fantastic stuff. That's them all taken out. Dum 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 dum. It's can of Coke. It's my gaming juice. So Uruk, they look so much like a Dunlending unit from far away. So they've got bodyguards there. So if we now focus our... I mean, you need to move up really to there. You need to move across there. I know you're half decent on the front. Let's move to there. And then, ideally now, the scenario is as they're pretty much down to their bare bones, also I'm just still running around like an absolute nutter, the plan would be that we can kind of lure them in and then pinch them with the cavalry units. Hopefully, anyway. Oh, this could be very tasty. What should we do? It's not great. There we go. So that's them. Yeah, good. That's them nearly out of the scenario. I mean, that's a big, thick wall of bodies they're going to have to get through. And I think the archery does do the Dunlending. I think when we come to fight Dunland, the pikemen shouldn't be that much of an issue, because even though it's not great, arrows do get through them. Though not as much as I would have hoped. Should be the beast lays out the game, and then into the back of the bodyguards. Had some atrocious charges in this fight. What am I doing? I can't do extended combat. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't be Eomer, please. I don't even know what his actual name is. I'm gonna call him Gawain. Oh, we didn't actually lose that many. Good stuff. So now it's just a bit of a slug out. You keep fighting. You keep fighting. You run as far away as possible. You run over there. A lot of fighting Isengard has to be done through kind of like sweeping up. I find you have to kind of isolate them and isolate the units the cavalry can impact, and then hit them quickly. As you can see here, I'm moving my cavalry out a lot. Like, my cavalry are the unit that will get the most kills. They're the cavalry that will move around the most. Why are you being weird and floating around? Yeah, boy. That's them out the game. I now don't need to worry about that unit because they're not going to be here next time around. What are they bracing for? Yeah, there's no way I'm going anywhere near them. Look, over here, individually, don't run into them. Because I know you want to. I know it's for some reason in your... See, look, they're even trying. They're really, really trying. Pikemen routing, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're going to have to do. Was this a good idea? I hope so. They're up there. They're causing a bit of trouble. So you lot run round here. You can see there's a lot of kind of like running around the outside of bases to make this work. Now I should be able to mop these up with a charge in behind. Should be them routing. So much about it is about getting pikemen to rout. Once they're routing, they are, well, they're not in the game anymore. You can mop them up, but it's essential you mop them up. There we go. That's that done. My catchphrase. So this is an extended bit of combat going on here. Erkenbrand's on the edge. But they are still looking like they're going to win, but they are shaken. There we go. Get these out of the game. And we'll take Isengard. Most likely march down and take out the fortress below, so we can get it converting early on. We're up to another 45-minute episode. We will be concluding this episode after this battle once we've done a bit of map management. It's so easy with this game to just crack on and carry on going, isn't it? For those that play it, they'll know. That's for any Total War as well. You just want to know what's going to happen next. It's just so difficult to put the game down. I've got a funny feeling that 2% is actually what's left of that Uruk brigade, who are now not going to be alive. Come on! There we go. 2 big victories in a row. Clearing out to the Uruks. As it's just a shame we lost Theoden and Thingy when we did. And Theodred when we did, to be fair. Sad. But we do have King Eomer. So this is almost like a post... post-Pelennor. The post-Pelennor period. go. Right. That should be Ginyard taken without actually having to siege it. There we go. Now, Isengard is... I definitely don't want to be caught napping in there, so we're going to move as many people out as possible. We'll keep 2 units. We'll try and take Derworth the next turn. And by then we should have some additional units up at the Foldberg that can reinforce Ginyard if needed. And I'm going to say those dreaded words. We're going to finish the... we're going to see what happens on the next turn. And go from there. I really hope that doesn't get flagged for copyright, so I'm going to try and talk over it. Oh no, I don't think I've actually got the music turned on. I think that's literally just the turn change noise. I knew they'd send forces out to Foldberg, but that suits me. That does actually suit me, because I should have a couple of forces in the Hornburg that we can take up to Foldberg and take that force out. Maybe I'm taking everything I can get at the minute. So next turn I'll ride. Actually, that's probably worth taking up now. And then you can join up with them. And then you can move to there. Can we train anything? We may as well. It's just a bit of extra bulk at this point, isn't it? We'll take Derworth. There we go. Knew it! I knew they'd have more men. They always have more men. Have they got anything else floating around down there? I mean, it's those pikemen again. I mean, that shouldn't be too difficult a force to take out. They've got chieftains, bodyguards, the wargs a bit, the warg. They'll be annoying, but we can do it. And then we've got a nice force massing here, primarily made of trash, but it's that point in the game. Oh, you beauty. There we go. So yeah, next turn we'll have Swefred as a new leader, a new general who joins our ranks. That market will be done, and we can maybe... I mean, we can already build archers here, can't we? This is the thing, I've never... Can we build... Oh, we can't build archers here. We will need that. But is it more important than a bit of armour? No, it's not. The Mason's Hall... Do that way around. There we go. Can I build another diplomat yet? Because we need a few. There we go. No, I'll go there. We'll get the diplomat eventually. Mine's on the way. It's looking good. After a shaky start, it's looking good. It's looking a lot stronger than we did a couple of turns ago. Rise of the peasants. There we go, and we will do this, and I think we're probably going to finish up this episode on an hour long. The starter campaigns are always so exciting, though. You know, you wanna find out everything that's going on. We're still relatively secluded. We're bang in the middle of the map as well, so we have potential enemies on literally all sides. Go on, ask for a ceasefire. Oh no, just seen my camera's run out of battery, so I'm going to fill that up quickly before we do anything else. It's the only annoying thing about this, when I stream for an extended period of time, the camera only lasts for about an hour or so. So, let's see if we can get this back working properly. 600 v 600, we should be able to take. Where have they come from as well, that extra battalion that was just hiding? That should make life a little bit easier. Apologies for this. There we go. Back on. Back to the game. Back to the game. I'm hoping that wasn't too much of a distraction, because that'll make life a lot easier if it's not. So let's reload the game back up. Come on, load. Just load the game. But yeah, we've definitely kind of overcome a few difficulties that were in the game earlier on. I think we were going to struggle. I thought it's the second Theoden went down, I was like, oh no, we're going to really, really struggle here. Oh no. There we go. And we're loading and we're back up. So this fight will definitely be the final fight of the second episode of this. We're going up against a castle, I think. So are we? I mean, we've sieged them. Don't really know what's going on here, to be honest with you. Don't know where they're. What's happened? Oh, let's give it a go. Right. Let's load up our cavalry as per. I do quite like the thing of having like our dedicated cavalry. This force is looking a bit depleted now, I've got to say. But I don't like the fact this is all in woodland either. They've attacked me though, so where are they? Oh, they crafty little Isengard people. Yeah. So I mean, those units will struggle the same as mine. Spearguard and are they raiders or archers? They're archers. So I think if we put Erkenbrand on we put the cavalry on the archers. I think essentially Mosh. This is going to be a bit of a scramble, to be honest, because we are in woodland, and I hate fighting in woodland. And I want to get through this one quite quickly. I mean, they haven't got much kind of support after this. This is the main kind of bulk of their force, so the sooner we can take them out, the better. You know what? I'm going to re-assign you to go into this front unit here. Let's run through their archers. And then back out. What have we done? Big 11%. Right. I am going to play this on times 2 because I want to get through it quite quickly. Can't really see when you're in forest either. If we can get them to rout early, that'll make a huge difference to our overall losses. What I want to do is I want this force to kind of take this area, hold it, and then basically be the force that holds for that big reinforcement army, which we've been able to kind of pull together. So I don't know how we've been able to pull that together, to be honest with you. And we are probably losing a lot of unnecessary troops here, but there we go. The archers unit, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. Right, you go there. Leaves them pretty much just with their horsemen, who are hiding up here somewhere. So difficult to navigate with all these trees. Trees. What is that? I don't know what they are, but they look scary. There's a lot of them. Let's get out of there. Why are you on? Oh no, that wasn't clever. Oh no, we've lost our archers. But once our cavalry come out the woods, that is this pretty much done. Arrow blast, bang. Yeah, good stuff. One down to 3 maybe? Is that down to 3? Yeah, that's fine. Not mad at that at all. So, see if we can get a volley or 2 off on these. Oh, they are raiders. Oh, brilliant. You can set up there. And that will see the end of this episode, I believe. And then it's pretty much on to the capital, with both forces combined. You've gone a very weird direction. It's not that many, is it? It's taking out 5. And none that second volley. Crunch. So annoying they're staying just within the trailer and we're not going to get that good a charge off on them. But that looks decent, to be fair. That's their main guy down. They're going down. They're going down. There we go. Stop firing ASAP. The last thing I need is Eomer catching a stray. Let them mop them up, and then that is game done. There we go. 77 lost. No generals, just captains taking them out. But who got the most kills? There we go. The Rohan bodyguards. The Rohan bodyguards. Yeah. There we go. Now they have got a force nearby. Oh, I like that. I don't know who's drawn that, but that is a very cool image. The thing with this game is I feel you can explore so much more of like the military aspect, the kind of training routines, the like important settlements of the lesser known factions, essentially. Well, charge. My life is just cameras these days. But yeah, I do feel you kind of get a whole new layer of how deep and rich Tolkien's world can be, and obviously there's a bit of fan fiction woven in. But I'm not mad at that. Oh, you're gonna fight me as well? I want to end this episode. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna auto resolve this, and if we lose, we lose. We don't. His name's Luag. Let's give it a go. Average victory. Oh, we could have done a lot better on the field, but we've taken Derwath, exterminated the populace. We lost the majority of our units. But it was worth it. There's no way I was fighting another full-length battle there. Did we lose anyone? Did we lose any generals? Yes, Fengel. There we go. Gondor or of Canned already. Luag. Right. You know what? For being annoying, just remove you from the game. Fine. Here's what it is. Luag, you spicy little nuisance. Now, is that force there strong enough to take Isengard? No, it is not. So, as there's no real immediate threat from there, I mean, there's going to be, isn't there? There always is. We've got Gind. That's where Lurtz is. So, what is Lurtz's unit? Is he a bodyguard? Berserker unit. So I am going to have to leave these guys here, realistically backing them up with that support there. And it looks like the newly crowned Prince Suifred. It's lucky that Fengel came along, isn't it? So that's going to be the force essentially for the time being. Oh, brilliant as well. What's the population saying here? You can't just get caught in such a thing. So we've got enough Northmen to get things cracking. Get some standing stone set up, and then stables, and then we should be able to get some half decent units here moderately quickly to back them up. And then, yeah. And that is where we're going to end this episode before I get sucked in too hard. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe the video. This is episode 2 of the new Rohan campaign. Yeah, I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you. Goodbye.